The formula of balanced scoring and shutdown defense kept the dominating winning ways going when the Spiders welcomed South Alabama to the Robins Center. Richmond shot 52% with 11 three-pointers and limited the Jags to 34% shooting. 4 Spiders scored in double figures, led by Nick Sherrod with 17. The lead grew to as many as 26 in the second half. Another double-digit home win made it 6-0 at the Robins Center and 8-1 overall. Best start since 1985. This was South Alabama at Richmond, December 8th, 2019. Sit back, relax, and enjoy our game this afternoon from the Robins Center in Richmond. South Alabama averaging 79 points a game, shooting 49% from the floor, and turning it over only 11 times per game, one of the best marks in all of college basketball. The Jags will have the opportunity to fire up the game's first shot, and they go right inside to Fox and back out on the perimeter with the shot clock at 10. First shot missed, and Nick Sherrod with a solid rebound, averaging about 5 boards per game.
Good rotation by the Spiders that time. Watch, the guards are going to try to post up the Spider guards.
Spiders offensively averaging 80 points a game, shooting 48% from the floor. A couple of the top marks in the nation offensively as well. And Richmond, like South Alabama, only turns it over about 11 times per game. Keo's first shot misses, and the flat-footed rebound for Ajayi, who averages about 8 boards per game. Deep three by Herb McGee, who shoots only about 23% from out there.
Yeah, again, there's 1-2-2 zone. South Alabama starting out in, Bob. Spiders expected some zone this afternoon as well, so they should be able to attack it. Again, middle of the zone is very vulnerable. Every time you play, you want to go inside of that.
Francis driving it to the basket and finding an open Nick Sherrod to tie the game. Words right out of your mouth, Beck.
Good attack by Francis to find Nick Sherrod wide open.
One of the top three-point shooters in the Atlantic 10. Sherrod at 47% beyond the arc. Trey Mitchell, he does a lot of his damage defensively with blocked shots at 6'6". Being guarded right now by Francis. 4 on the shot clock. Ajayi over Golden. Offensive rebound. Second chance opportunity. Chad Lott, the Howard and Rice transfer.
Yeah, the opportunity to play for Mike Rose, the VCU coach, current VCU coach for Mike Rose is at Rice.
Yeah, Chad Lott's on his 3rd school now. Francis, too strong, and the defensive rebound for Lott. And they'll push it. They'll play up-tempo. And again, they're playing for the first time in 11 days.
This is a true road test for them as well, Bob. They play on neutral sites.
Sherrod, another rebound on the Fox miss. That's one of the things their head coach, Richie Riley, in his 2nd year, was talking about this week. Sherrod, a quick 3, and that missed.
The Spiders need to get in touch with Grant Gold. Let him touch it.
Their only other true road game was a loss at Chattanooga. And Coach Riley was not particularly happy with how they handled life on the road in that game and is looking for better things today. He had some really positive things to say about the Richmond Spiders this week as South Al started to prepare. Jacob Gilliard with a steal. Nathan Keo to the basket, but he turns it right back over to South Alabama.
Both teams, as you mentioned, they'll turn the ball over that much, 11 each. The stats are similar if you look at it, Bob. Scoring, 79, 80 points a game, and defense, Spiders only giving up 68 points to their opponents. South Alabama 71. We're talking about experienced players, experienced team, both teams.
McGee, another deep 3, cans it again, his 2nd of the game. He hasn't been scoring as much this year. He averaged 10 points a game last year. He's about half of that at 5 a game, but he already has 6 in the first 4 minutes today on a couple of 3 balls. And a 5-point South Alabama lead. They leave Golden open, and he rattles it home.
There it is. We're going to leave him open at the high post, Bob. He can make that shot. Grant. Yeah, it's 2-3 zone they're playing, so Spiders should take their time and attack it right in that middle where Grant's going to be posted.
Golden had started 71 straight games before missing the past 2 contests with that sprained ankle. Spiders with a good double team, Gilliard and Golden, and that'll be a held ball, and the possession goes to Richmond.
They've gotten injected some really nice transfers for him, Bob, and right now they're still finding themselves with all these transfers. They got the experience, but they're looking at chemistry now.
They are without one of those significant transfers. Don Coleman, a 6'2 redshirt senior, has taken a leave of absence from the team. He was the preseason newcomer of the year in the Sun Belt, coming from California. Gilliard misses. KO with the offensive rebound, but he's going to be called for pushing off.
Tough call for KO right there.
Certainly like his aggressiveness, Greg, especially on the offensive glass. So KO picks up the first foul. Spiders make their first substitution. Matt Grace is in for Grant Golden. We'll see how Coach Mooney handles Golden today with the sprained ankle situation and how much rest he'll get. Trey Mitchell misses the three. Jacob Gilliard with the rebound. Spiders in transition.
Still in the zone, Bob.
Francis underneath the basket to KO. Whips it to Francis, but the pass hits the sideline out of bounds.
Good idea by KO. He had Francis on that baseline wide open. Just a little wide pass that time.
So the Spiders turn it over. They're second here in the early going.
It's interesting what you said about Richie Rowley, the coach of South Alabama. He's really complimentary of the Spiders. He said he thought they could be a top 25 team. They've beaten 3 Power 5 teams already this year, so he really is really complimentary of the Richmond Spiders, talking about their IQ, very high basketball IQ.
I think that's the quote that Chris Mooney will be most fond of when Coach Riley said the Spiders' IQ is off the charts. It's the way Richmond likes to play. Tyreek LaCour into the game for South Alabama. Chad Lott missed the jumper, but on the elbow, Blake Francis called for the foul.
How about that one call?
Spiders didn't like that one, huh?
Yeah. Still haven't gotten the ball into Ajayi at all yet, but Spiders have done a nice job of defending him in the post.
So 2 free throws coming here for Chad Lott, the 6'4 grad transfer at his third school, Rice, as we mentioned, then at Howard, and now finishing up here at South Alabama. 68% free throw shooter, his third point.
He's averaging 18.7 rebounds his last 3 games, Bob. He's shooting 70% from the field as well, so he's been lighting it up. He's got a little jerk with his shot, a little hitch.
And he makes just 1 out of 2.
A little different shot.
Grant Golden right back in the game for Richmond. Sal Caresi off of the Spider bench. He had started the last 2 games. Gilliard to Sherrod. Swish again by Nick Sherrod, his second 3.
So important for the guards, Bob. The dribble penetrate, find his players, especially in that zone.
That's a long 3 that's off the rim, no good by Andre Fox. Spiders doing a good job on the backboards. Gilliard pushing it ahead to Francis. Sherrod to Francis, and he stepped out of bounds. So a little bit of a sluggish start for Blake, who's going to come out of the game. Andre Gustafson will make his first appearance, and Nathan KO returns for Nick Sherrod.
That zone's slowing up the pace for the against the Spiders. That's what South Alabama wants to slow it up right now, I'm sure. Get the Spiders off to a quick start.
LaCour with the 3. Offensive rebound for Lott and a second chance opportunity until Jacob Gilliard comes out of nowhere for the steal and the assist to KO.
Nice play. Nice play by Gilliard once again. Right spot.
Spiders would really like to get Nathan KO going. He's only had a couple of double-figure games in his 7 games so far this season. That's his first bucket tonight. And right back the other way, Mitchell drives to the basket, left side, right-hand layup.
Yeah, that time, miscommunication by the Spiders. No rotation over there off the dribble.
Trey Mitchell, the preseason Sun Belt Conference Player of the Year. Caresi finds KO. Triple teamed, and KO turns it over. Back the other way, Gustafson knocks it away, but South Alabama retains possession. Josh Ianni is in the game, the St. Bonaventure transfer, who we saw in Olean for a couple of years.
A couple of St. Bonnie guys we've seen this year.
Yep. Jags by 1 as we approach 12 minutes, and another South Alabama turnover. So we trumpeted both of these teams as taking good care of the ball, and both of them have now turned it over 4 times in the first 8 minutes.
Yeah, it's a good steal by Jake that time. Nice pass ahead to KO to finish that one.
So the Spiders get it back. Andre Gustafson coming off a good game at Hampton with 8 points, 3 rebounds, a couple of assists. And Jake Wojcik comes in, and the Spiders go much smaller now. Wojcik has been battling a stomach virus all week. He did not practice until yesterday for the Spiders since the Tuesday game at Hampton. And again, Richmond without Tyler Burton today with a chest virus. Gustafson, catch and shoot 3 is off the mark, but Golden with the offensive rebound. Up and under for the spinning layup.
Yeah, patience by Grant. Really nice to see him get that bucket, Bob. He earned it as well, that offensive rebound.
The Spider assistant coaches today were saying he looked great at shoot-around this morning. Spiders were out here about 8:30 to 9:30 or so this morning and said Grant really looked good and felt as good as he has since back at the Boston College game when he missed those 2 games. Gilliard gets a block shot, and Wojcik saves it. And Richmond on the attack. Gilliard saves it again. Touch pass, Gilliard, Golden, KO not once. KO battles a second time. Golden comes up with the ball under the basket and dances it in. Great toughness and grittiness.
That's what you want to do. Stay with it. Stay physical under there. They saw KO and Golden go after it. They're the 2 guys that have been injured. Bob didn't play last game, staying after it.
They are making their presence felt early and often. Spiders enjoy their biggest lead at 3. Lott double team by Wojcik and Golden. LaCour into the corner to McGee. Gustafson, the Spider rebound. Golden to KO.
The duo, once again, good pass by Grant Golden. Ball. That's what the Spiders miss when they are big and they're really passing on the perimeter. Just a nice play that time by Grant Golden, finding his partner inside.
Golden and KO have combined for 10 of Richmond's 16 points. Gilliard the rebound. Spiders on a 6-0 run, trying to make it some more here. They double team Golden and they foul Grant Golden. Well, the Spiders won the 2 games without Grant Golden and the 1 game without Nathan KO, but you can see the difference with them back on the floor. Golden and KO with 10 points for Richmond. They're a combined 5 for 7 from the field.
You talk about Grant Golden, Bob. That's what he can do. And you watch these highlights. He's a good shooter from 15 feet out. One-on-one, he's real patient. A nice move inside there. And we also know that he's a really good passer too, but really, really tough inside. That's what you need right now, especially against a team like South Alabama, experienced physical team down low in the post. Grant Golden gives you that toughness down there.
Even as late as yesterday, having watched practice here yesterday afternoon and talking with Coach Mooney after practice, he said, hey, he really wants to play. I don't know if he's going to, but he really wants to play. And I think you knew by that comment that he was going to play.
Yep.
That's going to be a held ball as KO got double teamed right in the middle of the paint.
That's a tough pass with Matt Grace throwing it in there, double team to KO. So
that is already 5 Richmond turnovers, so Richie Riley's defense creating a little bit of chaos for the Spiders, who only average 11 turnovers per game. Now South Alabama's turned it over 4 times already. There's Lott, guarded by KO. Back to Ajayi, muscles his way to the basket, flings it up, no good, and Sherrod with another rebound. Really the first time we've mentioned Ajayi's name since our open.
Yep.
Spiders have done a good job of denying him the ball. Sherrod And his pass is stolen. Chad Lott drives it the length of the court to lay it around and out. And back come the Spiders. It's 3-on-1 for Richmond. Francis to KO, who has his layup blocked by Ajayi. And back comes South Alabama. Fox throws it away. Sherrod steals it.
A little sloppy right now.
Yeah, who are these two teams in Spider and South Alabama jerseys? Not the ones that have been so good with the ball up until this point in the season, but not today. 6 Richmond turnovers, 5 South Alabama.
Got to play behind the zone. Short corners open.
Deep 3 by Wojcik, left it short, and Chad Lott the rebound. South Alabama hasn't scored in almost 5 minutes, and there's an air ball. KO couldn't find it, and out of bounds. It'll still belong to South Alabama.
More points in the second half of their games the last 6 times, so got to watch them in the second half especially.
And we do talk about them being experienced as college basketball players, which they are, but not necessarily as teammates, because they have come from far and wide to become Jaguars at South Alabama. Mitchell misses, and Gilliard, who's becoming a rebounding machine, grabs another one.
Starting 5 for the Spiders back on the court now.
Against that zone, Golden shoots over it, rims it out.
That's his shot, though. Make that one.
Inside they go to Ajayi for his first points.
And that time they went at him quickly, Bob. They found him real quick before the double team could settle in on him.
He had 25 against Richmond last year at South Alabama in the Spiders' victory. Francis forces the action and draws the foul on Herb McGee.
And that's a good comment there, Bob. Forcing the action. I like the guards to start penetrating against that zone and make things happen. Got more playmakers out there on the perimeter.
Blake did such a good job that he's going to get 2 free throws out of that. I thought for a moment they called that on the floor before he took the shot attempt. And he knocks down that first free throw. First point for Francis. KO out, Gustafson back in. Blake was 5 for 5 at the line as part of that 29 points at Hampton on Tuesday.
See if they press the Spiders a little bit. Yep, a little full court pressure here.
With Gustafson, Gilliard, and Francis in the backcourt. McGee, the senior, across midcourt. And now to Trey Mitchell, averaging 11 points a game. Golden goes for the steal, didn't get it. Ajayi will get a layup.
Yeah, someone should have rotated over, though, Bob. The Spiders just watched that time on the weak side. Need the rotation.
Spider lead 3. And they've been going against this zone the entire first half. Spent a lot of time practicing it. One more pass from Sherrod to Francis, but too strong on the 3.
Yeah, it's good ball movement by Richmond.
This is the freshman Curry to the basket. And Golden the rebound.
Yeah, K. Curry.
Golden did not practice most of the week. He was limited yesterday. Didn't do any real live, but he did a lot of drill work. And was out there full go for shoot around today. Tough shot by Francis, goes over the top of the backboard.
This zone has definitely neutralized the Spiders, and they wanted this. Coach Riley said they're so powerful on the offensive end. He gave the Spiders credit. And we've seen the Spiders score in bunches as well.
Both of these teams do have a common opponent in Auburn. In fact, South Alabama actually hosted the Auburn Tigers. First time they had played at South Alabama since 1995. Good defense by Gustafson on Andre Fox. And the Spiders to offense. Gilliard to Golden. Reverse layup, lips out on him. Transition for South Alabama. Fox underneath the basket. The tip, though, is good by Chad Lott.
Yeah, you got to hustle back on defense with Richmond. They're going to push it out.
And the Spider lead trimmed to 1 here. Golden thought about it. Gustafson reaching, foul on Tyreek LaCour.
Yeah, I think if you push the action like Gustafson just did, Bob, or Francis, you're going to get a little more fouls called.
Grant Golden with 6 points, a couple of rebounds, comes out of the game. Sal Caressi back. South Alabama only lost to Auburn by 1 when they played them at home.
Yeah, had opportunities too to beat them.
Spiders lost to the Tigers in that Brooklyn tournament, the Legends Classic in the championship game. Gustafson with the runner off the glass, and back comes South Alabama with a chance to regain the lead. And again, suffocating Spider defense leads to a Richmond fast break. And in transition, Sherrod misses the 3.
Yeah, I thought Jake was going to challenge him.
Mitchell to Fox, and that'll be a Sal Caressi foul. Good ball fake by Chad Lott.
Yeah, Sal took a hit. If I was below the belt, he's trying to get the wind knocked out of him. Yep, get the wind knocked out of him. Teammates
helping him up. Referee, everybody understanding.
Yes, I was going to say, Sal, you're right. He said yes.
It's how he said yes that everybody was listening for. And 2 free throws coming here for Chad Lott. Chance to give the Jags the lead.
It's a weird shot, isn't it?
Yeah. And he is just 1 of 3 at the foul line. And predictably, Caressi goes out, so does Gustafson. And the Spiders with their starting 5 on the court. 1 of 2 at the line for Lott.
Low scoring game, Bob. 18-18, 4:20 left in the first half. South Alabama probably likes this pace, this style right now.
Well, the zone certainly leading to that pace, as you've mentioned a couple of times. Nice look by Golden and KO, and Sherrod misses the 3. And the Spiders, who were 15 of 29 from three-point range Tuesday night at Hampton, have not been able to zero in today. They're 2 for 9 from beyond the arc. Mitchell with a 3. Trey Mitchell, a 40% shooter from out there, so you got to get out on him. He had 15 against the Spiders last year. And South Alabama back in front by 3.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Bob, but you have to go down the gut, behind the zone, goes down there. You get high-low action for the Spiders, and that's a bad foul that time by LaCour.
That'll be his second. The Spiders will have the ball after a timeout.
Never, Matt. Just that jacket that you're wearing, a red jacket maybe, but nothing else. But no, that's unbelievable.
Now, our equipment folks would never do that. We would never forget equipment.
The Spiders really need to get the guards. We talked about guards in the opening, Bob. There's a nice play by Golden there, but the guards for the Spiders are combined 0 for 4 from the field in this first half. Talk about guarding your home court.
Yeah.
They need to step up, and they're really smothering them and making that zone hard to shoot over for the smaller guards for the Spiders.
Great job there by Golden. Boy, that's a deep 3, and another Jacob Gilliard rebound. That's his 4th already of the first half. And now the Spiders with a chance to seesaw back into the lead, and Francis gives it to him. Blake Francis' first field goal today is a 3-ball.
There you go. That time you inside out that time. You went into the post. Of course, Grant Golden's going to find you. You double-teamed on him.
And the Spiders by 2. Looking to answer, and answering is Andre Fox, his first points.
Yeah, he's been quiet as well, coming in averaging close to 18.
Yeah, he and Ajayi, their 2 leading scorers, have been relatively quiet here in the first half. Golden underneath to KO for an easy layup.
That will be there all the time. Good patience again. Grant just has a good understanding of the game.
Boy, this is a game in which the Spiders need both of those guys. It's good to have them back. Golden and KO have combined for 14 of Richmond's 25 points. With 1:40 to go in the first half. Fox looking to make another move and a tough shot around the rim and out. And Golden a solid rebound.
It's a good box out by Grant.
Spiders have done an excellent job rebounding here in the first half. Golden thought he got hit on the arm there. There was no call, and he wildly missed the shot. And at the other end, that's good Spider defense and a miss, but going back up and missing again is Ajayi. Loose ball, great fight by KO. That'll be Richmond ball.
That's a nice fight. Really good fight by KO that time. Tell you got to be physical against this team. They come at you.
You're really a part of this right here, up close and personal. Great job by Nathan KO. So the Spiders get it back with a 1-point lead. Sherrod, who hit a couple of early three-pointers. Wojcik, Francis. Off the dribble, he's fouled.
That's what I'm saying. Put the ball on the floor, make something happen.
Oh, he's going to make something happen. There's no doubt about that. That's what we love about Blake Francis, right?
Yeah, no fear.
Nope.
So let's watch this. Right, hit him on the elbow. Easy call.
Yep. And now the Wagner transfer. Blake Francis, 2 free throws. Wojcik out, Gustafson in for the final 54 seconds.
Tyreek LaCure in for South Alabama. He replaces Herb McGee.
We mentioned Tyler Burton not playing tonight for Richmond. He's not even sitting on the Spider bench. He's sitting behind the bench just in case he still might be infectious. We don't want anybody else getting ill with final exams coming up and then more basketball next weekend.
Yeah, timing of the illness is not good with finals.
That's what he's hoping to get through. I talked to him before the game, and he's like, I just want to get through final exams and then back on the court. Good give and go there, but Gustafson with the block from behind on the Trey Mitchell shot. He's the big-time shot blocker for South Alabama. Gustafson got the better of him there. I will say this, Greg, everything is contested for South Alabama offensively. The Spiders have contested every shot, which is one of the reasons South Al is just 9 of 31, 29%. Gustafson attacks the basket. Francis fadeaway three was halfway down and out. How about Gilliard volleyballing it to Sherrod for the bucket?
Yeah, it's a nice play. Heads-up play by Jake Gilliard, Bob. 2 steps ahead of everybody.
Oh, he enjoyed that.
That's nice.
The rebounding machine, Jacob Gilliard, with 5 first-half rebounds. He'll get a rebound and an assist on that one.
That's a really pretty play by Jake. He's playing some fantastic ball, Bob. Just relaxed, calm, very efficient play by Jake, understanding.
Well, his career high for rebounds is 8. He's done that a couple of times, including once this year. And he was mad at himself that he didn't get the 9th. So he's going to get another chance, you would think, in the next 20 minutes.
He had a double-double. He didn't realize it. A quiet double-double last game.
Well, that's because we didn't have any stats. That's how we didn't know that.
That's how quiet was.
We knew the points. Yeah. We didn't know he had 10 assists, so we were like halfway back to Richmond the other night. And the final stat sheet finally appeared. But we can tell you that although Jacob hasn't scored, and this is what we talked about in the open, he does so many other things. He has 5 rebounds. He has 4 assists. He has 3 steals. Last shot time for South Alabama. Ajayi at the buzzer off the rim today.
Well, you know they're going to look for Ajayi, especially in the second half. And they're opening up in a 1-3-1 out of this break here. The Spiders attack it.
Nick Sherrod right out of the locker room for his 3rd three-pointer of the game. He is in double figures for the 46th time in his career. And the Spiders have their biggest lead for either team in this game. It's been a close, competitive contest. Now we'll see if they do look inside for the big guy, 33, Josh Ajayi. That's him with the ball right now, but he's out about 18 feet from the basket. Fox, Mitchell down the lane. Ajayi.
Good hustle.
That's
good
great
hustle.
Spider defense.
Oh, it's good defense coming out of there. Coach clapped on that when he had to.
Sure did.
Good movement of the feet, rotation, closing out. Everything was perfect out of that.
One coach is clapping, the other coach has his hands over his face. And now the Spiders could go up by double figures. Great start, first minute of the second half out of the locker room for the home team. KO. And now Gilliard, who has not scored, and the Spiders have an 8-point lead. Golden off the glass, halfway down, and it lips out on him, and Mitchell with the rebound. In transition, a little 5-foot jumper's good by Andre Fox.
One time I thought Grant could have taken that jumper instead of dribbling a couple feet in and then taking a tougher shot.
KO has the ball knocked away and stolen, and South Alabama on the run. Almost lost it right back to the Spiders. Good retreat to defense by Richmond.
Yep, and Gilliard caused that breakup on the fast break.
In the corner, that's Chad Lott, 6 first-half points. Ajayi up and under with the left hand, and Sherrod, a tough rebound for Richmond. That's Nick's 7th rebound of the game. Golden lost it out of bounds, and another Spider turnover. That one unforced.
Yeah, I think he's going to throw it to KO, and then they rotate it down. We got that, so.
Spiders' 8th turnover. And now Richmond turns up the pressure in the backcourt with the guards, Francis and Gilliard. Took them about 8 seconds there to get the ball into the offensive zone. We'll see how they react with the rest of the shot clock. Off the screen, that's Fox in and out, and Golden the rebound.
2-3 zone here again.
Gilliard, KO, and Golden, and the ball knocked out of bounds. I will say this, Greg. I think Coach Mooney and his staff have spent so much time against zone defenses. It is starting to look a little bit better now for the Spiders. Look at that ball movement. Sherrod, Francis, Gilliard. Gotta like that.
Rotation of the ball, movement of the ball.
Much, much better. And Jacob Gilliard, his first points in the game. Give Richmond a 9-point lead 3 minutes into the second half. Fox drives on Gilliard and connects.
That was Andre Fox.
Fox, a strong guy at 6'4", 185-pounder. About as close to a homecoming as he's going to get from Greenbelt, Maryland.
Yeah, saw some of his family members here.
Spiders by 7. KO, though, has the ball ripped right out of his hands. And Ajayi to the basket, and KO with great hustle rips it right back. But that's banked in by Andre Fox.
Yeah, that's good hustle by KO after the turnover.
Spider lead 5. Gilliard from the other corner. Same result.
Yeah, he doesn't need too much room, Bob. It is very efficient player right now.
6th in the nation in three-point accuracy at 52% coming in. And he's 2 for 3 today. Looking to answer, but off the mark is Fox, and Golden another rebound. Francis, Golden, KO layup. The Spider offense is shredding the South Alabama zone defense, and Richmond opens up its biggest lead of the game. Jacob Gilliard has come to life scoring in the second half with back-to-back threes. The Spiders by 10, 15:44 to go.
Luck Chevrolet is the Chevy truck expert. Period. If you use your truck for work, for play, or both, Go where the truck guys go. Get 20% off the MSRP on 2019 Silverado 1500 double cabs and up to $5,000 off Equinox LT during Chevy's All-Star Open House. Call Luck for full details. Go to luckchevrolet.com to see how much you can save. Shopping for a new truck? Buy it from Luck Chevrolet in Ashland.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, Mom. We're going out for dinner tonight. You guys want to come?
Why not come here to our place?
It's 5-star.
That sounds good. So, how is the new place?
We love it. Deep Run Park is in our backyard, and all the stores and restaurants we like are still close by. Everyone is just great. Even your father is making friends.
Ha ha ha. Come on, it's time to go.
We have to run.
Wait,
Bye.
Mom.
Rediscover life at Cedarfield. Changing your address doesn't mean changing your life.
Hard work is waking yourself up early, forcing yourself to go one more mile, or take just one more step. It's putting in the hours, and the ingenuity, and the brain power. It's accomplishing all of those little chores that mean the world to others. So cross that finish line, gather around that water cooler, seize that eureka moment, bask in that sweet, sweet victory. And then you'll get up the next day and see new walls to push through, new mountains to climb. And you'll get to work.
Richmond 40, South Alabama 30, 15:44 to go, second half. Guys, do you suspect that a woman could be pregnant with your child right now? If you aren't married to the child's mother, your rights as a father could be at risk. By registering with the Virginia Birth Father Registry before or within 10 days of your child's birth, you can help prevent your future child from being adopted without your knowledge. Or you can explore options to co-parent or assume sole custody. For more information, visit vabirthfatherregistry.com.
The Spiders are shooting 80% from the floor coming out of the second half, Bob. 4 for 5 from the floor, 3 for 3 from three-point range.
The ball movement has been excellent to get some very open shots. And the Spiders have been knocking them down. 3 threes here in the second half. 2 by Gilliard, 1 by Sherrod. And a 10-point Richmond lead. Curry, the freshman. Ajayi got free for one of the few times today.
Yeah, a little high-low action. That's called out of the timeout.
That gives him 1,400 career points. Josh Ajayi with that basket. Spiders by 8. Francis, bounce pass, Sherrod out to Gustafson. Now Francis, he'll shoot it this time. Swish.
Nice spot. Nice spot up.
Here come the guards, the Jake and Blake show. You can almost feel it in the building right now. Andre Fox averaging 18 points a game, has 9. He's South Alabama's leading scorer in a low-scoring game for the Jags, who average almost 80 a game, as does Richmond. Lott looking for his shot. Gustafson, great defense. Offensive rebound, though, and a follow by Curry. He missed it. And then over the back foul coming as Lott snuck in there for a third opportunity. Yeah, that'll be a shooting foul when we come back.
Spiders so far.
Chad Lott with a 2-shot opportunity here, makes the first for his 7th point today. Been in double figures the past 3 games, and now up to 8 points. Very low scoring output today for South Alabama. Credit the Spider defense. The Jags shooting just 32% from the field.
So still haven't seen any man-to-man by South Alabama.
Double team on Golden. Sees over top of it. Gustafson. Gilliard. That's his 3rd 3 of the second half. Spiders are really sharing the ball well today, Greg. That is 13 assists on 17 baskets.
Yeah, really take care of the ball in the second half. Just double dribbled, by the way, in front of us, in front of everybody.
Yes. Ajayi from way outside. And look at Gilliard snatch that rebound. His 6th of the game. Spiders enjoy their biggest lead. Sherrod adds to that. The Spiders are 5 for 5 beyond the arc in the second half.
Yeah, they're going to have to come out of that zone, Bob. The Spiders are just chopping them up now.
And 8 of 16 for the game from three-point range and 50% overall. This is the Spider offense we've been enjoying watching the early portion of the season, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Lot to the basket, again contested, but Ajayi is there to follow it in. But virtually everything has been contested today by the Spider defense.
Yeah, I mean, 36 points right now. Spiders.
Boy, are they sharing the ball, and boy, are they shooting the ball. Blake Francis gets that one. He has a dozen.
He's got a little smile on his face.
Yeah.
I'm going to clear it up with Coach Jenkins. Looks like Coach Jenkins' younger brother, not his son. I took a little heat from Coach Jenkins saying that his son. So it's his younger brother. He looks like his younger brother.
There you go. All right, back to action. No further problem with the foul. Gilliard with the steal. To Golden, and now Gustafson, and the Spiders can set in the half court. Look at that pass. Golden to the Goose for the finish.
A little confusion on defense by South Alabama that time.
And Richmond just carving them up now. Gilliard, another steal as he rips the ball away from McGee and lays it in at the other end.
Saw that coming, Bob. Gill had set him up before.
Not that he wasn't already having a great game, but what a second half for Jacob Gilliard. All 11 of his points. He now has 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals. Golden lost that rebound. And there's the one-hand jam by Ajayi. Really his first dunk of the game.
I haven't seen too much of that.
Nope. Jacob Gilliard, another 5-steal game today. That is his 13th career 5 or more steal game to go along with everything else he's doing. Francis missed that runner. Deep 3, Locure, no good. Gilliard can't reach that rebound. Lott's got it, and Mitchell with a catch-and-shoot 3, and Gilliard's got that rebound.
He's working on a triple-double.
He is. That's rebound number 7. Francis. Wow. Isn't this something? Isn't this something?
That's what we're talking about, Bob. We talked about the capability of the Spiders exploding on offense.
The lead all of a sudden is 20. Ajayi will have to earn it at the free throw line as Golden and Gustafson blanketed him. What a run by Richmond. The Spiders have made 10 of their past 11 field goals. They haven't missed from three-point range in the second half. They are 7 of 7, and they have blown this thing open. It's a 20-point Richmond lead at a timeout. In a half, that's their average. How about what Coach Mooney's team has already done? They've already equaled what they had in the entire first half. 29 at halftime. Richmond's already scored 29 here in the second half.
Well, we talked about making some adjustments against that zone. The adjustment was making shots.
Yes.
So the Spiders are really shooting the ball well, but they're really sharing the ball.
Oh, so well. Oh, Jacob Gilliard just wants the rebound now. I'll bet in the back of his mind, he knows he's tied his career high now for rebounds. He's going to get it tonight somehow, some way. That's his 8th rebound, 3rd time he's done that. Sherrod. Woo! From short pump, Nick Sherrod has 17.
Wow.
And an offensive foul. Francis takes that one.
It becomes contagious. Winning ways become contagious. Nick said, I can shoot it from St. Chris School that time, and he surely did.
Yes, he did.
There's Nick went there in high school.
Yep.
Down the road here.
Most prolific high school scorer at the time when he graduated in Virginia history. Gilliard to Caressi. Off the rim, but a good-looking shot.
Yes, it was.
By Sal. It was the right shot. He was open. Jaye runs into Caressi, battles, puts it up, missed it. Sherrod, tough rebound. Sherrod's 8th board. Gustafson off the mark.
Yeah, he aimed that one, Bob. He's pressing on that.
And that 3 swishes home for Andre Fox.
And I was watching Andre shot the first half, Bob, and he had an open shot. And he shot it, a three-pointer. It looked like he's pressing him, almost aiming his shot to go in from the perimeter.
You know, the Spiders would like to get some bench scoring. Kind of picking a little bit right now in a 61-42 game, but you'd love to see Gustafson and Caressi, Wojcik when he gets back in there. Francis's pass knocked out of bounds by Andre Fox.
Yeah, and what you want, and we talked about that, the contribution, not just scoring from the bench, but playing positive basketball. We've seen that a lot from Gustafson and Caressi and Wojcik.
But I will say this, Greg. Richmond's bench has outscored South Alabama's bench today. 2-0. Yes. Gustafson tied up and fouled. So neither bench has been particularly productive, but the Spiders are okay with that right now because the starters have been terrific.
And with Golden on the floor, Bob, just another good passer out there for the Spiders. It's like a point forward out there.
Gilliard lobs it up for Golden, but he can't corral it. And the Spiders turn it over. Gilliard saves it. Ahead to Golden. The back pass to Francis. Gilliard, short. Gustafson follows.
There's where Gustafson's really good at, Bob. Following up, stick backs, hustle plays by Andre Gustafson.
Love the echo in the building. Goose. Chants the crowd. Floater misses. Golden another rebound, and he's fouled. That's Grant's 7th rebound.
South Alabama, Bob, coming in. Played Auburn really tough and probably had an opportunity to win that game against Auburn and preseason favorites in the Sun Belt Conference. So Spiders are putting on a clinic.
But to their coach's point, they have not handled the true road games very well. They got blown out by Chattanooga, and they're getting blown out here today. Gustafson with the two-hand finish.
That's what I'm talking about. Throw it down. The Goose. And I love to see that.
Blake Francis forced that travel by stepping in the passing lanes.
Andre Gustafson with a big smile on his face after that one. That's how you finish it, Bob. He gets to the rim a lot. This is what you want from Andre, to finish it. And he looked over at his buddies on the bench. He said, is that what you're talking about?
That's what you're asking me to do.
Gotcha.
In any language, that's what you're asking me to do. Spiders do turn it over. Mitchell comes back the other way for South Alabama, that has had a devil of a time scoring. 16 of 51, 31% from the floor today for a team that came in shooting 49, almost 50% from the field.
And a nice game plan by coaching staff and Marcus Jenkins, really saying to double team these guys in the post. They want to drive, put their head down and go. You have to be aggressive on defense if you're the Spiders. They've done that. Really executed the game plan very well.
It's a deep 3 from the corner. Tyreek LaCour with his first points. 20-point Richmond lead. Matt Grace getting some minutes now. Golden on the bench.
Easy
and a
call.
South Al foul.
Yep, easy call. LaCour holding off the ball against Blake Francis.
And now Jake Wojcik. Chris Mooney takes Blake Francis out of the game with 15 points. 3 of 5 from three-point range, 4 of 4 at the free throw line, 4 assists. Jake Wojcik to Jacob Gilliard.
See Jake Wojcik get a nice shot, score.
Matt Grace, a little bit strong on the 3, knocked down a couple of those at Hampton Tuesday night. Career high 7 points. Mitchell misses. Offensive rebound, Curry. The freshman can't hang on to it.
And nothing has come easy for South Alabama this afternoon.
Tell you, the Spiders have strung together some really good defensive performances. This one might be the most airtight lockdown of all of them. Boston College game, the Eagles shot under 30% from the field. South Alabama right now at 32%. Sherrod bowls his way to the basket. Gustafson battles for the loose ball, but the Jags come up with it. LaCour, a tough shot. Sherrod on the attack. Gilliard to Grace for the finger roll layup.
Yeah, good play, good play. Another assist for Jake.
Assist number 6 for Gilliard. 22-point Richmond lead. This was a 5-point game at halftime. Wojcik the rebound. 5 minutes to go, all Spiders. 38-21, Greg, in the second half. What a blitz on a football Sunday.
That's exactly right. Explosion.
Gilliard has 13. Got to get him one more rebound back before Coach Mooney gets him out of there.
Keep him in there. Keep him in there, Coach. The little guys usually don't get those. There's another steal.
Look at that. 15 points for Jacob Gilliard, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 6 steals. (71-45). Wojcik going to be called on that foul.
Just a good anticipation on this steal by Jake. Easy bucket once again. Just has a good understanding of when to go after those steals, what the offense is running. He jumps into passing lanes. Just good instincts by Jake Gilliard.
Spiders with 9 steals today. How about 20 assists on 28 field goals?
Unbelievable.
I believe we have seen the last of those guys today. Jacob Gilliard, Grant Golden, Nick Sherrod.
No,
we needed one more rebound.
Come on, Coach. Put me in, Coach.
4 minutes to go. See how this unit on the floor handles things as to whether any of those guys will come back. I can almost guarantee you Golden and KO aren't coming back. Caressi tried to save it but couldn't, and it goes out of bounds, which will bring us to our final TV media timeout with 3:48 to go. The Spiders in the second half have outscored South Alabama 42-24. Jacob Gilliard has led the way. He has 15 points. This will be 6 in a row at home to start the season. It's the best home start since 2014. And the Spiders have a chance to make it 4 straight home wins by 20 or more points. They haven't done that since the 2001 season.
Wow. They have done it in different ways too, Bob. You know, the first 2 games at home, you look at it, they gave up 90-plus points to their opponents, and they really shut guys down after that. I think Auburn's the only team and scored 79 last time.
Great pass by
nice
Matt
pass,
Grace.
but it's just disappointing that time he missed that layup. But this defense has really picked up.
And that reverse layup is good by Chad Lott. Absolutely. Until those last couple of baskets, South Al was right at about 30% in the second half. They're only at 33 now. And the lead is 19 with just under 3 minutes to go. Going to try it again. Grace to Francis. All the way around the rim and out for Blake. McGee drives to the basket, and he's fouled. Well, Jacob Gilliard's going to get a chance for that 9th rebound. Coach Mooney is putting him back in the game with 2:40 to go. You just don't want this to get sloppy at the end. You want to really feel good about this going into the week-long break. And in fact, Gilliard and Sherrod are both coming back in.
Finish out strong, feel good about yourself.
Yep.
Clear mind going into the exam week.
So if Jacob Gilliard could get a rebound on this missed free throw, we'd all be happy. Those of us in Richmond. Oh, it was missed, but he didn't get it. Gustafson got it.
Yes, he did.
And now the Spiders will try and control tempo with 2.5 minutes to go and a 19-point lead, and Jacob Gilliard will do just that.
Pick and roll here.
Matt Grace, Andre Gustafson didn't miss that one. Grace to Gustafson. That's a different G&G.
Yes, it is. Tell you what, Matt Grace has shown some skills with his passing.
Two minutes to go.
I thought Jake was going to get another one.
Another steal?
He was there.
If he can't get a rebound, he'll get a steal. Grace went for the block on Josh Aeni and picked up the foul.
That was on that great.
Well, Boston College, we talked about them, and the Spiders really putting it to them. They won against Notre Dame. I know Notre Dame's not the Notre Dame of the past.
I know, but it was at Notre Dame, too.
I just don't know. You just never know in college basketball.
And Wisconsin with a very impressive win over Indiana by 20. Those results help the Spiders.
Yes, it does.
So we start looking at all those net figures and all those kind of formerly known as the RPI numbers. A couple of free throws good there with 1:50 to go. This is an interesting five on the court right now, Greg, because you could see this in a more competitive game at times if there's foul trouble, that sort of thing, with 3 starters and 2 reserves on the floor at the moment. Again, against the South Alabama zone, it's an alley-oop. Gustafson from Gilliard. Woo! There's the exclamation point finish on this one. The Goose in double figures with 10 on Gilliard's 7th assist of the day.
There it is. Watch the Goose. Gilly to the Goose. And he rammed it home.
Wow. Great look from our backboard cam and from our ground level cam.
It's funny when Andre does something nice. He looks over at his teammates on the bench. Like, did you like that? By the way, who got that rebound, Bob?
Grace got it. Oh, I know. It was close. It was close. Spiders en route to an 8-1 start. They're the best since the 1985-86 team that started 16-1. Spiders wanted Sullivan Coolio to shoot that one. He got a nice offensive rebound. Can't get it to go. And one more shot here for South Alabama, and that'll do it. And McGee hits a 3. And the Spiders now can just run out the clock. It'll be an 18-point Richmond win today. What a second half as the Spiders blitz the Jags. 46 second half points, made their first 7 3-pointers, and roll to a 75-57 Spider victory. Improves Richmond's record to 8-1. And yes, they guard the home court today.
Yes,
they're now 6-0 at home.
Yes, they did. What a dominating performance by the Spiders in the second half, Bob. You got to give them